Yeah. Solid Hill TDS, what's up? Yeah, come on. I.O.W. Sports Network, late night edition. Let's go. Come on.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card mar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card mar. Hey. L Boogie with the hot flame, ashtray full of top names, little tree for your membrane. This the 9-hour time frame. I just snatched up a 6-pack, got my hands on a lid pack, whipping up a little batch of snacks. Yeah, man, I think I'm all set. Late night, can't sleep. Go ahead and just tap in. Better grab you a cold one, and we about to get some laughs in. Wild card on the microphone, he'll hit you with a couple flurries. Y'all need to just strap in for some entertainment sports commentary. About to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar. Everybody grab a seat, cause you know we about to spark. Late night sports talk. Modelo Lisaga. Man, you don't wanna start. Wild card bar. Hey. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Wild card bar. Wild card bar. I.O.W. Late night sports. Hey.
Give me a second, let me light up real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome to the I.O.W. Sports Late Night Hour Edition, hosted by Mr. Modelo himself. You already know the name by now. You know what I'm saying? Wild Card Mar. You already know the vibe. Pull up, let's go.
We about to raise the bar. Wild card bar.
Hey, about to set the bar. Wow, come on. Shout out my guy, 40, Silent Hill TDS. Tap in with him. See it on the bottom of your screen. His YouTube page, Hitchhikers. Always got to show some love and support to my guy. He took the time out of his very hectic schedule and gave me that dope intro. It's probably the hottest intro in the podcast game, if I do say so myself. Might be biased. Yeah, I don't care. But y'all know what it is. It's your boy Wildcard Mar here in the building. Episode 371. Yes, 371 episodes of the Late Night Hour Edition. Woo! Damn. Hey, your boy grinding. It's because I'm trying to take this thing to newer heights. And I'm grateful for all the love and the support. I was at my cousin's 40th birthday dinner tonight. Happy birthday, cuzzo. Little Michelob. And hey man, I just gotta put it out there. So Unc, if you ever see this, man, I love you, man. Shout out to my Unc, man. He's been so supportive of this whole podcast thing that I've been doing. He likes, he shares my product, my content, comments on it. He was ribbing me. Oh, you Wild Card Ma, huh? You superstar. No, but I love it. I love it that Unc is a big supporter of the content. So, man, love you, Unc, man. Appreciate that. That's Big Michelob. That's an inside thing. If you're a Wallace, you know, you in Kansas City, you know what that means. But hey, y'all know the deal. Going over to all the social media platforms that we got scattered on the bottom of this page. I.O.W. Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram. You know, most importantly, right here on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that bell notification. Ding! Let you know every time we go live, drop new content. and share the word. Hey, sharing is caring and it's free. It takes nothing to support. It really don't. So we appreciate all the love and support. Always. I.O.W. Sports 1 on Twitter. And of course, you want to chop it up with me, the Wildcard Mar, personally. See it under my name, Twitter. KC Wildcard Mar. I'm still calling it Twitter. I would never, I don't think I could ever call it X. The only way I would call it X is if Elon Musk, that's his name, yeah. If you see this and you happen to give me $50 million, I would call it X forever. Drop the 50 mil and I call it X forever. I mean, I think that's a fair trade, right? Matt, 50 mil to you, it ain't hurting you. I'm just saying, you know. And of course, always got to give a shout out to my partners, 613 Faith Productions, the Man Cave Sports podcast. So if you can't catch me here on I.O.W. Sports content, check me over there. Great show with D Man Cave Sports podcast in the four corners of wrestling. The Ladies of Facts are coming back. So shout out to everybody over there, 613 Faith Productions. Hey, Man Down Sports. Holla at my man Melvin Wall and all them and the crew. Jay, Zoe, LaCour, you know, holla at them. Hey, Sincere, Black-owned podcast, to holla at my guy over there, Sincere Key. But, man, we got some sports to talk about. Yeah, we do. We got some sports to talk about. And the first story I'm gonna start at is, this is a plea. This is a plea as me as a fan to you guys who go to these stadiums. And I'm asking y'all, I'm pleading. You know, I don't do a lot of begging and I don't do a lot of pleading. I ain't too proud to beg, but in this moment, I am throwing out the ultimate plea to all sports fans across the world. And this plea is can we be on our best behavior when we go to these sporting events? And what I mean is well, what the hell are we doing all the fighting for? Huh? I'm just being for real. I've been to many sporting events, baseball, NFL, NCAA football, hockey, NBA, high school. You know, I've been to many sporting events. But this is my plea, y'all. This is my plea. Can we be on our best behavior for real? I just want everybody to be on their best behavior. Because it's coming out on a story that you know, chill out, AP. I came with you. Shout out AP, one of the biggest supporters of our I.O.W. Sports content. Shout out to him. But no, my plea is come on, man. Like when we go to these sporting events, man, we gotta chill out with this fighting shit. I don't know if y'all heard about the story of a guy in Boston, Foxborough, Patriots fan, passed away, got in a scuffle. Come on, man. I'm just trying to figure out what's the point of all this fighting when we go to these sporting events. Because let's be honest, unless somebody give you those tickets, more times than not, you didn't pay for them. And then them joints ain't cheap, especially at these NFL games, Major League Baseball games, NBA games, whatever. You know, some of your bigger, sporting entities. Them tickets ain't cheap, bro. Unless you know a guy, know somebody, and they got mad love for you, and they just give them to you. That's one thing. But still, it still applies. My thing is these tickets ain't cheap. Majority of these sporting events you go to, you're gonna have to pay for parking. That ain't cheap. $40, $50 a pop. Just to park. Then, you know, if you got it like that, I'm eating at the crib. I'm drinking at the crib. So I'm already in the stadium full of liquid and food. Hey, how much water costs? Wait, no. Water supposed to be free. But check this out. So stadium the ticket, parking costs. You get you a beer, just one beer, probably like 10 to 12 bucks, depending on where you're at and the size. Get a hot dog, that's almost $4, $3, whatever. It's a lot more than what it should cost. Hot dogs are cheap as shit. Especially the bun in the hot dog supposed to be cheap as shit. Shouldn't cost you no more than $1.50. $2 max. So you talking about $4, $3 hot dog, or say you want something that can actually fill you up besides some processed meat like a hot dog, it's gonna cost you some bread. Say you want something to remember the game from, a program or something, that's gonna cost you, or you go get some memorabilia, whatever. Go get your little foam finger. Number one. Yeah. What I'm saying is these sporting events ain't cheap. So why the hell would you waste money and possibly getting tossed from the game because of a fight, and all that money just goes for nothing? You didn't get to enjoy the sporting event. You didn't got scuffled up, and I know how we do. We want to go to the game looking all cute and shit. Now you scuffed up your Air Force Ones, your J's are scuffed up. Good luck getting that skid mark out at your soles. A t-shirt ripped up, smelling like concrete and beer and feet. And don't get locked up for this shit, because then now you getting locked up for that shit. Now that's gonna cost you more money. So my point is what's the point? What's the point of all this fighting for at the stadiums? And I get it. We are fans. And we know that fan is short for fanatic. And fanatic can sometimes cross certain boundaries, certain lines that sometimes shouldn't be crossed. We're fans. Where they're supposed to be, why are we taking a game that serious? And I get it, because I'm like AP. I do talk my trash, but I know what stadiums not to talk trash at. Philly, Vegas, Chicago, Dallas. But I say this. You as adults, and that's the thing. Maybe my expectations as us as adults, maybe I should tamper them. Maybe I'm expecting too much for people to be adults. Maybe that's too much to ask, is for people to go to these sporting events and act like a damn adult. Hey, man, I'm 36. You hear that? I ain't in no high school weight. I ain't built like I ain't built like a tank, but I ain't chiseled like I used to be. I got a little extra, little daddy juice. So, hey, I cook. I spent 18 years in the kitchen. So, hey, never trust a skinny chef, but don't let it fool you. Don't let the prettiness fool you neither. But I say all that is because, hey, I'm 36. I ain't in my high school weight. I got kids, 3 daughters. I got a family. I ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody. I ain't trying to prove nothing to nobody. It's a game. We may have our little banter, but guess what? To me, it's just banter about the sport, about the game. Even if we cheer for the same team or we on opposing sides of cheering teams. Because I've done it. Me and my old lady gone to a Chiefs-Panthers game in 2016 down in Carolina. Me and this Panther fan was going back at it. It was nothing crazy, nothing out of pocket. It was just friendly banter, because I love my Chiefs. He loved his Panthers. But we left it at that. I didn't say nothing about him personal or his people's personal. He didn't say nothing personal about me on my peoples. So why can't we just keep it at that? We were just having friendly banter about each other's teams. Why are we going to the point that a dude's they fighting, he falls, and he succumbs to the injuries of the fight in the fall? Why are we getting to that point? Huh? Come on now. This whole macho, machismo, and it's not just the fellas. I done see some ladies. I done seen y'all scrapping in there too. But what I'm saying is that there's people that bring their whole families. At some point, I want to bring my daughters to the game. I won't do it no time soon because my oldest daughter is 8. She's nonverbal autistic. I need to find, a way to make her feel comfortable. Too much, especially a lot of loud noises. And I take her to Arrowhead. I don't know how she gonna act. She might shut down. It might be a little bit too much for her. My middle child, when she gets a little bit older and more wise with her, sense of awareness outside the house, I'll take her. And then my youngest she ain't number too much, so she got a lot of time before I even start taking her to games. But at some point, I want to take my family as a whole, and not just me and the lady. Why can't we set an example for our youth, our young adults? Because majority of times when I be seeing these fights on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, it's adults. It's adults doing it, fighting. What exactly is that important at a sporting event worth fighting over? And now we got a dude dead because of some stupid ass fight. And AP, you right. You right. People act different when they've been drinking. I've been drinking. Now I want to bust up. Nah, chill out. Hey, if you can't handle your brown, it got you ready to throw down. You can't handle your white liquor, your white, got you ready to fight. Hey, maybe you being out in public at a sporting event ain't for you. Maybe we need you and your people to recognize that about you. This volatile situation. Now I know the NFL, they try to, in Major League Baseball and other places say, there's certain points in time we cut off liquor sales. Okay. I get that. I understand that. So they're trying, but you don't know how much a person consumed in tailgating. Because we tailgate in Arrowhead, and there's some liquor and there's some beer flowing in the tailgate, in the parking lot, before we even get to the stadium, before we even get inside the stadium, before we even get to the seat. Some might even bite nice and toasty. I don't know if there's something that the stadiums and the franchises can do while they winding you down, trying to make sure you ain't got no guns on you. Maybe they should breathalyze you. I don't know. Or, hey, man, boy, you smell like straight distillery. I don't know if I can have you come up in this joint. Here's your money back. Don't sleep it off. Go get that man an Uber. I don't know if that's a true, solution to help situations like this. I don't know. But we got to figure something out. Why is a guy that's probably a father, probably a brother, maybe a son, we don't know what type of status to whatever family or relationships he got, they gone now because of stupid ass fight at a sporting event. I don't get it. and this is why I'm pleading. This is why I'm making this plea, because it shouldn't get to this point. There's no way it should get to this point, because at the end of the day, I'm seeing just behavior overall just getting nasty and bad from the fans. This is my ultimate plea. We got to start being, as fans, on our best behavior when we go to these sporting events. At the end of the day, every last person going to these sporting events are human. You want to be disrespected and treated like that? No. So why you want to do that to somebody else? That's all I'm saying. Like we gotta start reevaluating ourselves as human beings, and that's on some real shit. Because I'm seeing too much bad behavior. Cats over there. I get it. You wanna, there's a certain line of heckling that you should go to when you're talking to these athletes. They still human. And I'm telling you one thing: if they ever get you in a situation where it's you versus them, I don't like your odds. Some of these cats is legit, genetic freaks, athletes on some another level. Their athleticism is ridiculous. You think you big and bad? Okay. Some of these dudes will fold you like the letter C. Or fold your ass like the letter O, or roll your ass down a hill. And let's not cry victim there, because they still humans. I mean, Tyreek Hill playing a football game, same game. Fans is over there being saying some real disgusting shit to homeboy. And come on, man, we got it. His behavior is getting out of control. This shit getting crazy, dog. Me personally, when I go to these sporting events, I still might, do a little chatter with a couple of other fans. But hey, if I sense shit getting, hey man, I ain't even here for all that. This shit costs too much, first of all, and that ain't even me. I ain't no punk. But I ain't no killer. But don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting. But that's all I'm saying, man. Hey, we got to start being a little bit more mindful. So the fan, he's a 30-year season ticket holder. Matter of fact, let's take a listen to this whole story. Crazy situation, man.
At Gillette Stadium,
we heard a commotion, which happens in stadiums all the time.
It was not the action on the field, but rather in the stands that had people on their feet.
We looked up and we just saw a bunch of people standing around in an area, and there were, a lot of the people that were standing around were filming with their phones.
Cell phone footage obtained by NBC 10 shows Patriots and Miami Dolphin fans going toe-to-toe at Sunday night's game. You can see them wrestling amongst each other, and at one point, a Dolphin fan is caught throwing a punch at a man wearing a Pats jersey. Witnesses tell NBC 10 the Pats fan, identified as 53-year-old Dale Mooney of Newmarket, New Hampshire, went unconscious. He was rushed to the hospital after officials say he suffered a medical episode and died shortly after.
No sport is worth, getting physical with anybody.
It happened in the 308 section of the stadium. Keith Noonan was in section 309 with his son.
Security rushed up. There was a police officer that rushed up as well. It looked like they brought a defibrillator, and they got the paddles out.
More than half a dozen officers and security guards seen here in this photo. Witnesses tell NBC 10 first responders did CPR for at least 10 minutes.
Shocked. We had to get everyone in that section had to get moved.
That's Devin Kerwin. We talked to him over the phone.
We all went there to enjoy the game, enjoy the sport, and I just think it's ridiculous what happens these days.
Kerwin said.
And it happens on a regular basis nowadays, that it seems like. This is crazy, y'all. Come on now. We got to tighten up, folks. We got to do better. Me personally, I think it's also maybe these franchises, they need to find a way to, maybe make the punishments harsher on people who are doing stuff like this. Hey, I remember back in the days, the old vet stadium down in Philly used to have a jail underneath. Hey man, stop. Maybe we need to bring more stadiums like the vet back. Oh, you want to act stupid at the game? Lock them up. Lock them up. You'll get seen by a judge at some point in time. Lock them up. Because you can't continue to have situations like this. Y'all remember back in the day, a Dodger and a Giants fan in baseball got in a fight. Homeboy got beat up, paralyzed. I'm talking about stuff getting brutal. And the thing is, it's going to escalate. It's going to escalate. It's going to escalate. It's going to go from just a, quick little chatter, words being exchanged, to pushing, shoving, fighting. And now you got into this point where it elevates to somebody perishing. Like, come on now. We got to do better as human beings. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. And it seems to go at these NFL stadiums, a lot of them. NFL, speaking of NFL, I know I kind of talked about it last night. You got these cats fighting for money. Got these cats fighting for money. All these running backs, man. And a lot of running backs are getting hurt. And it's only been week 2. A lot of running backs are getting hurt. It does, I kind of talked about it last night. It does that position nothing to help them advance their talk or the chance for them to change the running back market value-wise. Obviously, it's going to be a minute before you can change that market till the CBA is up in a few more years. It's nowhere close. I think it's almost like 6-7 years down the road. So you won't be able to affect it immediately now. But what you can do is, as running backs, once it gets closer to that CBA, you can, make those negotiations on how to set up the certain market value for your position. Until then, hey, you guys are just going to have to be the sacrificial running back lambs for right now. But you're not doing the position any service or justice to, recognize that you need that type of bump up in salary pay, because a lot of you guys are getting hurt. And some of these things you can't help. And Nick Chubb injury, very gross. I wish people stop posting that picture on the internet of his injury. It's gruesome. Come on. We get it. It was bad. Let's stop posting the picture. That Nick Chubb injury, it is what it is with him. J.K. Dobbins, unfortunately, another season-ending injury for him. This is 2 in a row. He just got back from an injury last year. Now he comes back at training camp. He was asking for more money. And sorry to say it, brother. I hate this situation for you, but it ain't happening. Won't be getting paid, at least from the Ravens you won't. At least from the Ravens you won't. Saquon. That really sucks for him, because you already know the knock on what a lot of people gonna say, but not just what people say, what that front office of the Giants gonna say. Heard again. See, we got all the reason not to pay you again. See, heard again. I mean, it's cats getting hurt left and right at that running back position. So, I mean, it's Jamal Williams down in New Orleans. He got hurt last night, Monday night game. So, I mean, it's a grip of him. And the reason why you're going to start losing more leverage on these contracts, because again, you get some of these teams that are going to do the running back by committee situation, getting running backs out the 6th and 7th round to produce. They come cheap. All it does is perpetuate to the cycle of get them cheap, use them up, keep it moving on them. Don't pay them big. So it perpetuates that mindset from the owners and gives them more ammunition on why should we pay you. It helps treat that narrative for the owners. I hate to say it. That's just the fact of the matter is. Because we got to start looking at this thing situation-wise, business-wise. That helps the owners. It helps feed their narrative on why they shouldn't pay you. I mean, it's just, to me, there's no other way around it. I just think that's just part of the nature of the beast, especially in the NFL. Why would I pay you? You give me what I want. I get the production out of you. Now you can keep it moving. Thank you, sir. You want big money? Let's see if there's another sucker out there that can do it. I won't do it. And that's going to be the thing for them. That's their jam. That's their jam. Them owners aren't going to change the way they operate neither. They ain't got no reason to. So, hey, you're going to continue to see it. But one position and one player not begging for no money. The quarterback position as a whole ain't begging for money. Yeah. You seeing others getting paid just because they play the position, not necessarily the talent or proving that they've done something, just solely based on playing the position of quarterback. It's so odd that it's such a disparity in between the pays. Matter of fact, one got paid, Patrick Mahomes. Let's take a listen to what happened.
Jeremy, what more can you tell us about this deal?
Well, this is essentially a raise of about $50 million over the next 4 years. He was due close to $160 million during that span, so they're going to up his pay. He's still under contract until 2032. He did that long-term deal about 3 years ago. So they just took some money, restructured it, gave him a huge pay raise. He gets a signing bonus, more money up front that he can work with. And so they can renegotiate, down in 2027, down the line. But right now they wanted to take care of him, commensurate with his skill set. He is now one of the highest paid quarterbacks moving forward for the next few years. And this is something they laid the groundwork on for a while throughout the summer, even as they were dealing with Chris Jones and some other contracts. As I was told by somebody with the Chiefs, this is going to be the priority, and his contract is something that we're going to work around throughout the entire roster.
Work around the entire roster. Interesting, huh? I'll be honest, man. As a fan, as a sports fan, as a football fan, I'm always going to get, players get your bread. Players get your money, get your money. I just think the quarterback is such a dependent position. And what I mean by that is, for those who are parents, pay their taxes. A lot of you know this. For you young bucks that, never mind. When you're depending on somebody, you get the opportunity to shine. When you're dependent on somebody, you always get the opportunity to shine because you don't have to do the dirty work. Somebody does it for you. Because of your position, you get the shine for it. you get to shine for it. Don't get me wrong, it does come with a lot of blame too. That you can't ignore. When you look at a situation, we got to look at it from both sides of this coin. When the quarterbacks, you get a lot of blame. You do. Specifically, but you also get some grace period. But the thing is, because you get the blame, your performance solely garners the blame. Because you could play well and the team lose, they won't blame you. You'll find a reason of who else it was. But if the team loses, or even if the team wins, you play bad, or they come and get you. And trust, y'all see me on this show. Josh Allen's performance week 1 against the Jets. Oh, I put blame on him. 4 turnovers by the Buffalo Bills. All of them you was accountable for. Oh, you get some blame. Bad performance like that, oh, you gonna get some blame. But back to the dependent part, because you're so dependent, other people do the dirty work so you can get the shine. Because there are times where you may throw a football, may not be the prettiest, but if a wide receiver goes and bails you out, looks good. You don't do the dirty work, you can't block for yourself. So somebody got to block for you. Guess what happens if you don't have a line that's going to do their job, and you can't. Who you going to throw it to? No, you're gonna be picking yourself off the ground. You get hit. You don't get protected. I don't care how talented you are. If you don't have the protection from the O-line, it don't matter. Skills are diminished. You can't get, look, you can be mobile, of course. You ain't going to be able to get out of all sacks, every sack. All the great mobile quarterbacks still get sacked, still get hit. So, hey, you're dependent on wide receivers to catch footballs. You're dependent on offensive linemen to block for you. You're dependent on a running back pass pro for you. Run the ball for me. You're dependent on hopefully you got a defense that can not put you in a shootout every week. You're dependent on the other 11 men on the other side of the football. That they can do the job. Hopefully give you more possession so you can put more on the scoreboard. Hopefully you're taking care of them that they ain't on the field all game, getting gassed. You're sustaining drives. You're putting it in the end zone. But the quarterback, in my opinion, the quarterback position is dependent on so many other players or so many other jobs, specifically on offense. But they're the highest paid in the disparity department. Again, to my family, to my peoples, they got kids and they got dependents. You know what it is? The kids get to shine because you do the dirty work. See how I'm connecting that shit? You get to go ahead and you got to get your ass up, clock in that 9 to 5, deal with that stinking ass boss with their stinking ass attitude, hanging the job over your head because they know you need it. Okay, you ain't got to treat me like ish, but you do the dirty work. The kids get to, especially summertime. This shit drive me crazy. I'm about to start sending my kids somewhere. They need something to do in the summertime. You the one that got to walk out in the heat, work, do this, do that. A job you don't damn like. Can't stand half your damn co-workers. They some haters. They some snitches. Ready to run to the boss, tell that. So you got to do all the dirty work. Especially in the summertime, kids get to sit back, feet up. Probably didn't even wash their ass in a minute, but they got the nerves to just sit on the couch all damn day. It's too hot to do anything. Ate up all your food. You know, see, kids ain't got no concept of that this stuff costs. Somebody got to do the grunt work to get this, that you get to live good. You are the dependent. A quarterback is a dependent. You're dependent on everything, especially on the offensive side, to do their job so they can shine. So why is there such a big disparity gap in the payment? If you are so dependent on so much that we and everybody else do, then hell, you should be paying us, if not at the same level. Some even might even say more than a quarterback. Because my job is so dirty and so grunt work, I get to do it, but you get to shine. It's okay if the media loves you and you get the recognition. I don't care, but why the hell, why is all the endorsement deals so exclusively to you? Why is the pay scale in the NFL so far away from everybody else? It doesn't need to be. See, this is when you go to the CBA and have this conversation. I know the quarterbacks they don't want to have this conversation, but at some point, all you other guys got to be like, hey, man, these guys are so far away from us on the pay scale. Like, this shit is getting ridiculous. I mean, defensive linemen just crack, or edge rushers for sure. Guys that get a lot of sacks, they just cracked the $30 million threshold with Aaron Donald a couple of years ago. Obviously, now Nick Bosa is the top of that field on the defensive side. But you're talking about quarterbacks, they about to reach 55, 56 million territory, almost 60 million. And I'm a running back, and I'm at, for the most part, the tag's at like 10, 11 million. Come on now. How are you the most dependent on everything that everybody else need to do, but you as a quarterback need us more than we need you? Is that not a fair assessment? I think it is. Linemen sure as hell don't need quarterback. Their job is to block and protect. If I do my job well, I might mess around and get 25, maybe 22, 23 million if I'm a good left tackle or right tackle. I mean, you don't pay right tackles as much, but damn sure left tackle, because most of your quarterbacks are right-handed. So, you know, if I'm a nice guard or something, around maybe 20 to 18 million. Center, maybe 12, 13, 14 million. Shit. Hey, y'all players better start getting smart with how y'all gonna get paid. I know, look, my logic makes sense to me. Nobody get it? Cool. But the quarterback is hella dependent on a lot of other people to do their damn job. My rational thinking is there ain't no way that if you that damn dependent on everything that everybody else got to do for you to shine, then hell, there's no way I should be over there paying your pay scale so far away from everybody else. You either need to be next to us, same ballpark, hopefully. But that's all I'm saying. Hey, I mean, obviously, I never made the NFL, but if I did, that dream done, y'all. I'm 36. Hey, man, I start looking at this shit as a business. You got to. Because at the end of the day, I don't care what any franchise say when it comes to loyalty. Loyalty really, at some point in time, Mahomes is going to have to, make a business decision. Because later in the back end of Mahomes' career, call it what you want. if his production and his skills go down and his age is going up and his abilities is going down and his age is going up, and then there's a young whippersnapper doing what he was doing 15 years ago, and they can see the future in that, and please believe they're gonna make a decision. This is what I'm saying, players. These franchises always thinking business every day. Don't get fooled by that football talk and all that, and getting to know your family and they mess around and production go down and age go up, injuries pile up. Okay. See how much that franchise loves you and your family then. Yeah, you'll be feeling the love when they pack your ass and ship your ass to another team and they get some draft picks back for you. Okay. Better find a way to start getting your money. Y'all the commodity. That's all I'm saying. Come on now. You gotta start thinking business. This is always a business. Them owners, they may, hey man, you part of the Chiefs family, Giants family, the Cowboys family, whatever team you root for. There's 31 owners. 31 owners in the NFL. And they all gonna, at some point in time probably say, hey, we love you. Okay. When it come to business, it ain't personal. Y'all know the saying, it ain't personal, it's business. Nobody's ever immune to being a casualty of business decisions. Nobody. Even the owners. Go ask Dan Snyder. You start being a bad look to the squad, okay, NFL gonna find a way to get you up out of that thing. They took a little bit. They were slow on it. They were slow on the trigger. And y'all think that was voluntary sale of his team? Psh, y'all know how much these franchises are bringing in? They are cash cows. The NFL franchise is, they about to make you some damn good money. If you got enough money to get you a part of that ownership team, you coming back with some checks. Because they make the profit in making hand over fist a year. Come on. We're talking about the NFL, what they make in a year. Billions. They talking about you get the revenue share that shit. You're talking about I think the last time I saw it was what 21, 24 billion. And think about it. They only play football September, October, November, December, January, if your team is good enough, up to February. So most of the work you're doing is 5.5 weeks. 5.5 months, I say, my bad. So, I mean, it's like they're making money hand on fist. And then the NFL has gotten so smart that they've got us all as America as the fish on the hook. So you got football from September to possibly up to February. And well, you're making money on TV from September, from regular season all the way to Super Bowl, September to February. March, they got an event. I think it's up that they make a big deal out the Pro Day. Was it April? Then the draft sometimes I think takes place. They do it like late April or early May now. May, they got mini camps. June, they got something in June. Some type of event. July, training camps start opening up. August, preseason. Then back to the regular season, September. So they find a way to each calendar month, find a way to drag you in, hook you in, get you on that product, get you hyped. Because in the off season, and get you hype on who we adding, who we getting, free agency. Oh man, the free agents. Oh man, love the free agents. Sign this big name. Get that big name. Then they get to draft. Now the kids that you've been goo and gaga and that over in because you a college football fan. Now they about to. Oh man, I gotta make sure we get that cat from Tennessee, Chattanooga. He's a beast. You know, go give me a wide receiver from LSU or Ohio State. You know, go give me a quarterback from the Big 12 because you know they all offense. Go give me one of them speedy receivers down from Florida. Yeah, I come on, man. Now they got you hooked on that. Now, ticket sales. They done showed you how the schedule going. Now everybody, hey man, looking at this schedule, man, and based on that, man, we gonna be nice, man. Let me go got them tickets where they go crazy. Ticket sales is already going crazy. Training camp, they charge you. And training camps ain't free to show up at. Come on. Come on, players. You gotta start smarting up. NFL making money around the damn calendar year. They making money around the clock. And y'all ain't getting smart enough to understand that they is making so much damn money, but y'all are nowhere close to profit shares. Probably never will be neither. But I'm saying this, you got more power than you think. You are the commodity. That's why it's always smart to get that. Make sure you get that degree. Better get that degree. Anyway, last time before I get up out of here, man, we're gonna switch it up to the world of baseball. All my baseball heads. See, I didn't know, Mar. I do this podcast shit because I love y'all, dog. You feel me? I could have been that dude. Hey, could have been that guy. No, I'm tripping, man. But Shohei Ohtani, man. He shut down for good, cleaned out the locker. He had the elbow surgeries, the procedures. So now they're saying he might not pitch in 2024. I'm gonna play this clip, and then obviously, I'm gonna say my piece because hey, some things got to be said. You dig? So that's just what it is. Sometimes you just got to be honest about, hey, if homie, if he can't pitch, I think that changes. It has to change the money. It has to. Because I thought the injuries, for one, was enough to change the dollar amount that you give. Because, hey man, they were reporting that he was about to make crazy money, some stupid money. So I mean, if I'm a team, I still,
official that Shohei Ohtani won't pitch in 2024, we can start to speculate what that means for his free agency. First, the odds from Vegas, because we always care what Vegas thinks. They list the favorites as the Dodgers, the Mariners, and the Giants. Anything there? Who knows? Maybe Vegas has some secret inside information. The interesting thing here is, what kind of contract does Ohtani want? I could see him accepting a short-term deal, prove himself as a pitcher when he comes back in 25, and then maybe opt out based on how well he pitches that year and go for a longer deal at that time. A shorter deal also gives him a chance to see if he likes his new organization, perhaps to see if they win, which he never experienced with the Angels. My prediction, I have to agree with Vegas. I still like the Dodgers, who kept money on the side this last offseason with the obvious intent to pursue Ohtani. I think he moves across town.
Well, I don't know if he ends up with the Dodgers, but I do agree with homeboy right there. Sorry that I don't know your name. Because I definitely want to make sure you get credit for your take. Because I look, you having elbow injuries, you know, that scares you. It has to, especially when it's to your pitching arm. And this is not the first time this has happened. I mean, look, I know, I get it. People been on about the, you know, he's pitching and he's hitting, you know. Oh, okay. But that's a lot of wear and tear. A lot of wear and tear. Gotta admit that. So to me, it's no surprise that, you know, there's gonna be times where his body is just gonna tell him, like, oh, bro, I can't do this. Hey, I'm telling you, at one point in time, he's gonna have to pick. You either gonna be a hitter, play the field, or you gonna pitch. Because when he goes down and you've been relying on him as a pitcher and a hitter, you got to fill two positions. You got to fill two spots. That's what the Angels have been doing. They've been using him so much as a hitter and a pitcher. Now you got to avoid of two spots that you got to fill because of one injury. You put yourselves in a bad predicament, bad pickle. And guess what? Looking at the Angels and how trash they beat year in and year out, with this payroll of paying that they paying Ohtani and what they paying Mike Trout, and them two jokers, is especially Mike Trout, more than not, has been hurt. Been hurt. And so I'm like, hey, I don't know if he ends up somewhere else. I really don't. But I know one thing is, if this is what he, you know, want every year, where you getting hurt, getting paid, not even close to no playoff appearances, because another season down the tube again. Won't be making it to no World Series no time soon. Get out of it. At least get out of Anaheim. Even if you got to go down the road to, you know, to the Dodgers. Get out of Anaheim. So I think Mike Trout needs to get up out of there too. Who knows if a change of scenery might help his body start getting better. I don't know. My thing is weed legal in California. You might need to toke something. I don't know. But you damn sure need to get out of Anaheim uniform. He ain't been in no playoffs. It's been a minute since he's been to a playoffs. 2014. We almost going on 10 years of him being absent for postseason time. He's been, quote unquote, one of the best, even when he's on the field and not hurt. Come on, man. Get up out of here too. But with Ohtani, man, hey, if I'm a team pursuing him, me personally, I'm asking him straight up, bro, I need you to pick one or the other. But I'm not going to pay astronomical type money to homeboy for one. This is another injury to the elbow. You know? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, yo, we up out of here. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow Wednesday? I'm still on Central Time, so I'm 11:38. So I ain't on East Coast time. I'm still trying to get used to that. I've been on the East Coast for the last, 18 years. And I'm May, June, July, August. So, yeah, I'm about 5 months back in the Midwest. So I'm still trying to get used to it. Had to do my math real quick. Hey, man, but I know what it is. I appreciate the love and support. Tapping in with your boy, Wildcard Mar. Hey, man, I.O.W Sports Network, Facebook, Instagram. Most importantly, right here on the YouTube channel. Like, share, subscribe, spread the word. What we got going on. Support is free. It don't cost you nothing. Just, throw a little word of mouth. You know people that love sports. Tell them tap in with us. I.O.W Sports 1 on the Twitter. And, of course, KC Wildcard Mar, my personal page on the Twitter. If you want to chop it up with me, Wildcard Mar on Facebook and Instagram. Hey, Till I holler at y'all peoples tomorrow. I'm out of here. Peace and love. Be good out there.
Yeah. Come on. Silent Hill TD, yes. Hitchhikers.
Yeah, smoking so much dope, I'm seeing traces. Visual lasers, load across the scene is dangerous, aggressive like behavior. Couple monsters for my neighbors, resisting human nature, persistently getting greater. Bloodshed like the Terminator. Fire up the green, I need it, increase the dopamine. Feel better, so I kill better. Doped up for cocaine. Roaming like I never had a home, so I'm all alone. Smoking bones down the chromosome till the filter's gone. Suffocating under heavy pressure, the signature marks are the cornerstone of a nigga that's ready to spark. Like the pathway through the treacherous, wonderful dark. Searching for a lost part, curators of a lost art. Desperately holding shit together until it falls apart. Blood stuck to pulling the water, just waiting on the shots. Love is the deadliest game, but I'll just massacre your heart. Tearing at your body, wondering how did we start from?
Man, I think a nigga about to spaz out, cause I don't give a fuck no more when I'm down to my last night. Then I ran out of love, feeling low down, about to pass out. Speeding down the highway in this challenge, afraid to God I won't crash out. Dump the ash out, give it all up on the cash out. Make every second count, I just wanna see that ass bounce. Bitch, what you talking about? Drop dead, delete the part of nigga, watch your damn mouth. You don't wanna get me started.
Go. Pedal to the metal, hit the floor. Flying through the city, and that's about to flow. Grab the main, grab a shit get close. You already know how this can go, I'm about to leave. Slide through the streets and need for speed. Feel the breeze, fingers twisting up the sweet. If you're looking for a baby, you gon' see. Pay attention, bitch.